I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Hello, everybody. Well, that's not going well when we can't do the opening right. Is everybody hearing me okay? Oh, now the bot comes on. Is everybody hearing me okay?
Yeah, I'm hearing you okay, but the chat, let's see.
Yeah, I want to see if the chat is up and is
Maria says yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was strange. I've never had that where the countdown didn't work or the intro worked.
Wow.
It looks like there's some lag on my side. I wonder what's going on. I turned off all my tabs, so hopefully that'll help. Well, hello everybody. This is King Dolphin TV, and I would like to welcome you all. I am Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars series of books, you know me, and also I am King Dolphin. I'd like to welcome you to the best tube or best pod in YouTube, and I hope you are going well or doing well. I saw a lot of you on the Doomcock members only stream, and that's where I was just that. Hail Doomcock. Great takes, Overlord. Tonight's interview is gonna be great. This is actually the start of what I'm calling Big Week. We've got tonight we're starting it with PJ from Orville Nation. He has come on to the pod. He's been on Just Cuz at various times, but now I have him at an interview. We are going to talk all about Orville and then see where else we can go from there. So please give a King Dolphin television welcome to PJ from Orville Nation. And if you like what we're doing here, please like, subscribe, and pass on the word. We are now at 17 people to get to 200. Let's get me to 200. I would appreciate that.
Thank you for having me, Raymond. It's an honor to be here.
Well, yeah, we've been working on this for a long time.
We have.
I am honored to have you here. Let me welcome the people without this king. The people without them. King Dolphin would be just a lonely little dolphin out in the ocean. So let's welcome the pod. To the Wrench Team Supreme, I have Legatus Legionnaire, John Rendell. I've got the amazing Snorter Poopus Cuber. Mini Snort will be on later because he's on the phone. And we may have Anti-Derivative Jill later on. Sandra, our wrench wench and producer, is here. Say hello, Sandra. And we have Fet for Hire, who made a quick appearance and the like. And we have the lovely Maria with Tea and Tilly here. Glad you can make it. So, and we'll catch on people later on, but let's get started. How this works, and guys, you know the rules out there. I'll ask some short questions. We'll get a discussion going, and then when I say go, hear me? I say go, Legatus. We'll start the questions. Any violators go to the kitty table. So that is the warning.
Raymond is like our YouTube dad.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Sandra says rules, and Legata says rules are meant to be broken, And that's why I've got a kitty table all set to go. Yeah, Sandra's saying, there's cookies at the kitty table. Well, so let us get this started. Again, it's an honor to have you here, sir.
The honor is mine.
So what do you do, if you can say, what do you do outside of your channel?
Well, I do a lot of different things, but to sum it up, I'm a clinical psychologist.
Okay.
I teach. I've given support to medical staff, psychiatrists, and it's been it has been a rough couple of years with COVID, to be honest.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I imagine that the pandemic has really been an issue.
Yeah, it has. It's interesting. A lot of people, it doesn't affect, this COVID doesn't affect a large part of the population to the point of severe case of COVID. But if you're one of those people who it does affect, it's a big deal. And and unfortunately, it's affected even some of my guests. I had a guest. I had one of my guests pass away. I don't know if you knew that, right?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
oh,
he was scheduled to be a guest. He was a friend, an intimate friend of Walt Disney, who was going to tell us all about Walt.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a friend of mine too. And it's been a rough couple of years for many.
Well, fortunately, we got it about a month ago. It didn't slam us as bad. In fact, the worst thing was that, as you know, if you've been listening to like Doomcocker on the stream, I had not only did I have the bug, but I also had a tooth that was needing extracting and having to deal with the pain because I couldn't get seen because I needed a negative test.
Oh gosh,
was nightmarish. Barely.
I didn't realize you guys were going through that. I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, I mean, the worst of it for me was the tooth. Sandra got it. Sandra had it more, a little worse, but yeah, it wasn't that bad, and we're both feeling better now, thanks to everybody's good thoughts. So, okay, so next on the docket, what made you want to create Orville Nation?
I had been thinking about doing it for a while. I was thinking about doing a channel about sci-fi in general, and I thought about doing it on the Orville somewhere after season 1 of the Orville.
Mm-hmm.
And but I was going through. It wasn't the right time to start the channel for me. I was going through a lot of just very busy. And then right at the end of season 2, I started it. And this month, actually, well, we're going to celebrate it officially soon, but we are 3 years of Orville Nation. So
wow,
it's been 3 years already. So
let me know and I'll come on.
Oh yeah, happy
I'll
to
come visit.
We're going to do a big bash when we do that.
Cool. Look forward to it. We'll be there. So then you've answered my other question. How long have you been doing it? 3 years. So we are doing.
How long have you been doing this channel?
It will be a year in October.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's flown by, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing how quickly it's flown by and how people have been so receptive to what we do here. And I say we because it's I do I'm the guy behind the string, but bringing on guests and having people that are interested in what's going on.
This
Really,
is so. Is this ultimately a way for you to? Is it ultimately a way for? And I don't mean to turn the tables on you here.
no,
But
please
I wanted
do.
to ask you:
Sure.
is it ultimately a way for you to promote your IP, or is it more than that?
Actually, it started out. Let me give you the Reader's Digest version, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is for people to put their stuff out there. I tried going, other than Doomcock and Mark B with a C and Clobbering Times, who've been very supportive. It's been very hard. It's been very hard for me to get the books publicized. So and I had been thinking about doing a channel, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be just another fish in the pop culture crowd. We've got way too many of those anyway.
Yeah.
So I decided when I got frustrated and not getting interviews and whatnot, I said, okay, why not? If you can't beat them, join them. So I said, I'm going to set up a channel, and instead of doing the pop culture stuff, which sometimes I do, but my big thing is creators. I bring creators in, and I interview them, and they can be anybody. I've had musicians, I've had artists, I've had other channel creators come on. And then I've kind of expanded where I've had various areas of interest. I've had pilots on. I've had a Civil Air Patrol show. And I've helped out a couple of animal shelters. I've helped out the Bunny Trail Rescue and the Ferret Rescue. So it's really it's really a niche that I wanted to do. Get people's names out there, help them as best I can, and just do the right thing. And if I can mention my books a couple times, it's always a good thing. And
if I may, Raymond, one of the things I like about your channel is that you maintain the tone of the channel since its inception. You've been very good about maintaining the tone. Like a lot of people don't realize that who might be watching your channel. Like you'd be surprised at who might be watching your channel. And
I'm very careful about that. I am very careful about that.
And I don't mean other YouTubers. I mean you might have a household name watching your channel, or a producer, or an actor, your channel can either open doors or close doors, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm careful not only for that. I want it to be a fun place for people to gather, sort of like a coffee shop, which is why we have the coffee shop at the beginning. Although how you fit a dolphin in with a coffee shop, but it's one of these that I want it to be a fun place where we can talk about things, we can have fun. I mean, you've been on just because you see how maniacal we are, but and how good a time we have.
Yeah.
So if I can help people, if I can help promote, if I can help inform people, and if we can have fun, it is a good time. And it really makes time fly, and when you like what you're doing, it makes time fly.
It does. It does.
You
It
know,
does fly. Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, there. I have to be. It's one of these. You don't want uh, people. You don't want chaos. I don't like chaos. I have been known to put the brakes on,
I had
but
my
in a
share of
nice.
chaos once, and
Yeah,
I
yeah. But fortunately, there's a we. I have a great bunch of people.
yeah, and you have the number one wrench, your wife, right?
Of course, I do. She is amazing. She's amazing. She's just as diligent on here as she is on Doomcock. Uh, Phantom Outsider has come on, and we got Captain Fandom Nerd. Okay, they're starting to trickle in. Great, great.
How did
So
you guys get started on Doomcock, by the way?
how did we get started?
How did you guys start wrenching for him?
I well, I think for both of us, it just happened. We've been listening for a while, and then we've been interacting, and I guess we impressed Mary and Doomcock, and it just happened.
Oh yeah, your names have been. I've seen you guys around there forever.
Mhm. Yeah, we've been members for about 3 years now. So, okay. Now, is it just you, PJ, or are there other people involved with? Um,
Um, let's say we have a small team of people. Not really using. I have a couple of. I have some technical support, which they're not. I'm
mhm,
not really using right now because the channel would have to grow a lot for me to use them.
mhm,
And of course, as far as Team Orville Nation, we have Maria from
mhm.
TNTelly
Yes. Hail
and
Maria.
a few other close collaborators.
Mhm,
People like Adega has always been there, and so there's several people who've been on like who've done an infinite amount of streams with me, like Katie and Nina,
mhm.
and I'm sure I'm going to leave people out, but as far for right now, it's really just mostly Maria, myself,
Okay.
and one other person behind the scenes.
Okay. And Maria, you are just absolutely amazing. Thank you again for coming on. And so,
She is, yeah.
yeah, she is.
Maria, I can't say enough. Maria's only been her channel's grown a lot in this
Mhm.
year,
Yeah.
and I t- it's like she still has a lot to, like there's a lot of growth there. Like there's so many things she wants to get done. She still hasn't even been able to start yet.
Mm.
But she's off to an amazing start, and and I see you going down that same path, Raymond. You're going to grow soon too.
I hope so. I hope so. It would be very gratifying to have people see that I'm making a difference out there.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, uh, okay. So your channel is uh, primarily all about the Orville.
So we're focused on the Orville, but
Hmm.
we touch upon other sci-fi as well.
Okay.
We are heavily into Stargate,
Okay.
Dark Matter, and I wish I could say I was into Star Trek, but I'm not. I'm not enjoying current Star Trek, so instead of being negative about it, I'm just leaving it alone.
Okay.
Um,
It's probably
and
wise.
and a few other things.
Yeah.
There's a few other things out there that I touch upon every once in a while.
Yeah.
If I had more time, I would. You know what that's like, right?
Yeah. 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 And one of the constants in Just Cause, or really any time where we've got the chat, is food talk. I could see all the food talk coming out there. We always talk about food.
Oh yeah. By the way, if I can give people an inkling on something here,
Please do.
Maria has been posting all these wonderful images of Dolly Parton cake, and
Ooh,
I think Maria has a little surprise coming for the community.
okay.
Stay tuned to Maria Tiantelli for something related to Dolly Parton. And
All right. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Okay. Want to put it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So if you had, if someone took a rubber axe to your head and said your top three Orville episodes, let's go just three.
Whoa,
What would they
first
be?
three. Um, I really liked the time travel episode from this season.
Okay.
Um, I have a feeling tonight could be one of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
The episode 9. I don't know much about it, but like
Okay.
everybody else, just from the teaser.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we know is that this episode tonight has been is a masterpiece of VFX tonight.
Cool.
It's gonna make George Lucas's Star Wars movies look like well, I don't want to say anything negative about George Lucas, but I'm saying it's gonna blow you away today.
Okay, cool. Looking forward to that.
They really put, and let's see other episodes. I really like the time. Of course, it's the part one to this time travel episode where Gordon has creates the
Oh yeah, with the
girl on the
hologram.
holodeck from the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this
Okay.
now I'm going blank on the names of the episodes. It's interesting. I really like Identity Part 1 and 2, which
Yeah.
was kind of that Kalon
Yes,
where
I like that
Isaac
one.
may have betrayed us for a while, and then he
Yes.
redeemed himself, kind of.
Yeah.
What about you, Raymond? Do you have your
boy.
favorites?
Yeah. Well, I do like Identity. I did like Identity. Boy.
Oh yeah, Majority Rules. Thanks, Maria.
Yeah.
I like Majority Rules.
Majority Rose is a good one. Oh man, they've. I like the time travel episode with Kelly at the end of season 2.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, those two I liked. And right now, that's about it. With what I there's just so many episodes, and it's just kind of hard to break them all out.
Raymond, there's one of us who has been on the show, right? A couple times. There's a fellow YouTuber in our community who's been on the show twice.
Who? Well,
you've seen him around. His name is Philip Gaming.
Yeah. Okay.
Philip has been on twice already on the Orville.
Oh, okay.
So he might be a good. He's a background actor, but when he's talking about his experience and he has a couple pictures and he's an interesting interview. Just throwing it in case you.
Interested. Send that to me when you.
I'll do that.
Get a chance.
I'll send it to you on Twitter.
Okay. Hold on a sec.
Thank you, Maria, for reminding me about Majority Rules. Yeah, I love Majority Rules. That's one of the episodes that Philip O'Reilly was in.
Okay. Okay, now let's go. I want to get this to the chat, so I want to get best character and worst character.
In what, in the Orville?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Best character, or okay, worst character. Well, like um, I would say like Clyden is the one that you just love to hate a
Yeah.
little bit.
Mhm.
Clyden is the one that you kind of just like to dislike.
Yeah.
And favorite character.
Yeah,
Um,
that's probably a lot. That's probably a lot tougher.
I gotta say, I don't know. I gotta say, yeah, it's tougher. If I had to choose, I might go with Gordon, or I'm gonna go with Gordon or John Lamar.
Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. I agree with you with Clyden. Um, I'd like to say Ed, but it's kind of like he's a background character, even though he's first.
Yeah, he's been. Would you have you watched all of season 3, Raymond?
Yeah, I'm up to date.
He's he has been. I would almost agree with that. He's almost been a little bit in the background this year, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Which makes me think that we're going to see a lot of him now in the last 2 episodes. But
But and oh, Galinda. This is a new name. Hello, Galinda.
hey, Galinda, good to see you. Legacia
Nice to
says
see.
Alara.
Yeah. Yeah, Legatus says Alara. Okay, now let's get to season 3. It's sounding like season 3 is. I'm going to take Raquel's normal line is they're letting the company run the production of the Orville because it doesn't seem very consistent.
Okay.
If you listen to, again, I've seen it, I'm caught up. There's some episodes that are spot on. I mean, granted, none are horrible. I mean, I enjoy them, but it seems like there's some inconsistency. There's a lot of messaging coming out of this series. And what are your thoughts on that?
I think there's a lot going on here. First of all, let me just say that I think that they're trying to do something that really hasn't been done, taking a science fiction show from broadcast television into streaming. We really haven't seen that done, and they're trying to make these like mini movies.
Mm-hmm.
And once you see it, like especially after tonight, when you see it's insane the amount of VFX. It's first of all they're doing a lot and they're trying to do a lot. That's one thing. Then mix into that COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Then mix into that Seth really cares about. Seth really cared about his workers being safe and their families being safe, and he really went to a lot of great measures to which affected filming and affected everything they did.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time they're trying to find this new formula from going from broadcast to streaming.
Yeah.
They've tried to make it a little more serious. Now the problem they may have with trying to make it more serious, and I have a feeling you feel this way probably, is that season 2 was kind of like magic in a bottle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people might be saying, well, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So I don't know what are you feeling with regards to the difference in season 2 and season 3? Are you liking it more? Are you liking it less?
I like it. There's a couple characters that I want to punch out. um, um, and some of the messaging, like this last episode, I found very I liked it, but
what messaging in particular in this last episode, for example?
Oh boy, I'm going to get myself in trouble on my own stream.
No, that's it. You're good. You're good.
I thought the child torture was over the top.
No, I'm sorry. The what?
Raymond? The top. Topa's torture.
Oh,
she's a child. They were very graphic in it, and I thought it was over the top. I thought Dolly Parton was a great touch. That was one thing, and I also like that. For now, Clyden has a turnaround.
Yeah,
I really liked that Clyden did realize he had a daughter and that he had.
Yeah, he said something terrible to her before he left.
Oh yeah,
it was the worst thing a dad could say, right?
Exactly. And now he comes back. I mean, in my first thought is it's a little too convenient, but then I saw how he integrated himself back, and Topa took him back in. Was like, it's okay, Papa. Another thing is, I'm not sure what to make of Charlie. Part of me at times wants to bop her, but then I realized that
Who?
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. Part of me wants to hit her, but this is just this. Let me just say, I don't go for violence against women. I just don't like this character. But she's obnoxious, but then you can understand later on. You can understand why she is that way.
Can I bring up a point that Phantom Outsider? This is something I was going to address.
Sure.
So one of the things that Seth apparently is trying to convey in this season is
it this one?
Yeah. Seth was asked at the beginning of the season, can you sum up in one word season 3? And he said, I would sum it up as coexistence, he said.
Okay.
And one of the things that you need to do if you're gonna if the ultimate, and this is why I tell people to wait till the end of the season, because if one of the things that you're intending to do is promote coexistence, then that we can get along. There are ways to get along. In the middle act of the season, right? So, like for example, there were some very strong issues in episode 4 raised, right? Very dividing issues in episode 4. I think that the idea that like Phantom Outsider here is saying that some of these extremist ideologies were raised on purpose. Absolutely, they're raised on purpose, because what they're trying to show, and they're trying to make us feel how divided we can be, but at the same time, then we can come back together and see what we have in common and coexist. So I think that was, and with regards to that comment, to Phantom Outsider's comment, and to some of the extremist ideologies, and to regards to Topa's, the way I see Topa's torture, I don't think anybody has mentioned this, to be honest. The way I see Topa's torture, if you look at the old fairy tales that our grandmothers used to tell us, Hansel and Gretel, or these old fairy tales, there was real danger for children in a lot of those old fairy tales.
Oh yeah,
and I think that, because listen, I totally agree with you. The whole Topa scene is cringy. You don't want to see the kid, the child being beaten like that. I get my logic here is that it's necessary for the story. Because the Orville is a family show, but it is very adult as well. So anyway, that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it.
And one of the things that I came out of that episode is, and I think you mentioned yesterday that there will be consequences. My first thought after we hear that Mocklin's kicked out of the Union, and I thought to myself, do you know what you just did? You have just sanctioned the annihilation of a sex. And I'm like, what?
Really? How do you say
without the Union protection? This is my thought. Without the Union protection, the Mocklins now have the Mocklins now have carte blanche to continue what they've done, and the females have no way out because now they're cut off from that world. That was my thought.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but even though they were getting off secretively, right?
Yeah, but we don't know that because one, they knew there's a traitor, and two, again, Mocklin no longer has Union oversight. Of course, if they ever did, it looked like the Mocklins and pretty much could dictate what they wanted to the Union, and up until now, the Union pretty much nodded their head and smiled.
So you think it was a dumb decision, right? You think it was not a good idea?
I didn't say that because somebody had to be accountable for what they, for this.
Oh, I think I think consequences are coming for Havina. In my opinion, we'll see.
Yeah, but consequences have to happen because that was what they did was abominable. Just to get information, they do this, and I'm like, no. So
what somebody. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying somebody had brought up the other day, and I had been thinking about it in the back of my mind. What if the person on Mockless who was getting females out? What if that was Clyden?
I was thinking that same thing, which is now going to be even more problematic. That he's on self-exile on the Orville, as is Mortis.
If it was Clyden, it doesn't have to be Clyden, but if it were Clyden, I think it would make even more sense to why Havina tried to enlist Topa. Even though it's the wrong thing to do, but I could see her, I understand her trying to do it because she seems, Havina feels like she has very little resources, right?
Right.
Hey, Potato Reven.
Hey, Potato Reven. Okay. And I think we've probably got to the point where we could start letting it out to the chat. I'm going back to some previous comments. So we could start getting the chat involved. But as I'm doing that, we can. Maria says, your sound is great. Got a new mic?
It's the same mic I've had recently, but
okay.
Probably working better today.
Okay.
By the way, Potato Reven has got some great Orville panels on his channel. I suggest people check that out.
Okay. Potato Reven. Well, do you have his link? We'll put it.
Yeah, I'll put it in here. Hold on.
Okay. All right. We'll start with Legatus Legion I with the first question. He heard that season 4 will be on Disney minus. Well, is that true? There hasn't even been an announcement yet for season 4.
Yeah, there is no announcement yet, but we're I think it's a done deal personally. But
Okay.
yeah. So as of August 10th, all of Orville will be available on Disney Plus. Also, actually, people who have Disney Plus now can see. They're telling me that they already see the show on their. It's just not, you just can't play it,
Oh, okay.
and that makes sense because it would have to finish airing on Hulu. The last 2 episodes first.
Right.
But what and by the way, also Hulu, the show will still be available on Hulu. We don't know for. I mean, I think probably for maybe indefinitely. I don't know.
Okay. If they go totally onto Disney, I'm not. I hope it'll stay on Hulu, but judging on some news I heard today, and I'm not going to get into any more into this. I think if we stayed on Hulu, it would probably be only as far as the Orville going off, because it sounds like more indications that Disney bent the knee. But I'm not going to get into that, and I'm not going to start any discussion on that. It's just some news I heard today.
Wait, can you repeat that? I don't know. I'm not. Sometimes it's breaking up, or you're breaking up for me.
Okay, I heard some news today that more indication that Disney bent the knee concerning advertising on Hulu, and it's going to make it very difficult for me to watch Hulu. So,
okay,
but no politics, no nothing like that. Let's just. I'm just saying. I heard some stuff. So, yeah. All right.
By the way, with regards to politics and messaging, if I can just say something, Raymond, if I thought that, for me, this is for me. If I thought that that the Orville, like when Orville presents some of these extremist points of view, especially in the middle act of the season, if they weren't presenting it in an even way for me, because I think they are presenting it in an even way. Because I get complaints from both the left and from the right about stuff, and I personally see that they're talking about all these issues from all different sides, not just from one side. If I didn't feel that was being done that way, my channel would not. I would not, continue to call myself Orville Nation. My channel.
Yeah, I've got the feeling you would call it out.
Oh, that's something I would definitely call out, because and there's people disagree with me there, because actually it's funny because I have, like, especially in some of these more controversial episodes, I have a list of complaints from one side and the same list of complaints from the other side, and they're both saying that Seth is being one-sided. I'm like, how can you both be saying that Seth is being one-sided?
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, that's okay.
Hello, Jill.
Jill here?
Yeah, Jill's in the chat.
Hey, Jill. How you doing? All right. Let's see. We're going back up. Hello, antiderivative Jill. Okay, where is it? Okay. I'm trying to go back because I know they've been asking questions. Wish I had Pudgy's voice or voicemail.
I'm just reading what Phantom wrote. Too bad Topa wasn't as smart aleck as when he asked who's the traitor. Who's the traitor? Your mother. He should have answered.
Right. I'm going to start from the bottom. That's probably easier to do. Lenrod says the left says he's one-sided because the leftist stuff in the show. The right says he's one-sided because of the leftist stuff in the show. The left says he's one-sided because he's not being extreme enough. You can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. Let's see.
Yeah, Lenrod.
Okay, now here. Phantom Outsider says, I think the domino in tonight's episode will be a Kalon attack on the Mocklins with the Union and Genesi saving Mocklin's bacon. That's my guess.
Yeah, listen, I've heard some people speculate that, and the fact that we were introduced at all to the Genesi.
Yeah.
Let me say something about I actually, it is a really bad idea to let your allies, the Mocklins, go.
Yeah.
But I do think that all the political fallout, behind all that political fallout, there's a reality to the situation. The reality of the situation is the Kalon want to extinguish all biological life.
Yeah.
And so we, regardless of whether we're, how close we are to the Mocklins or not, I mean, I say humanity, right? Or the Planetary Union, sorry. How close the Planetary Union is to the Mocklins or not. We're all in this, all the races, all the biological races are in the same boat together.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I do think that they're going to have to end up helping each other at some point.
Yeah, agreed. And, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. All right, so
guys, make sure you just to the chat, make sure you all share the link out for Raymond. Sharing the link of the stream is one of the biggest helps you could do to your favorite YouTuber.
I appreciate that. I really do. Okay.
Because sharing out the stream means you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more people in here, or more.
John Randall says, "Hail Snoopy to the fair and the ferrets." Yes. Legata says, "Some dolphins live in outer space. Just see Dolphin Wars." Let's see.
Will we ever see Dolphin Wars on screen, Raymond?
Maria's asked that, and I'm pondering things, but it would probably have to start as a fanfic, because I don't trust the mouse. I don't trust Paramount or CBS. Warner Brothers could probably do a good job. But the thing is I want to make sure I keep my rights. And that's
for sure.
That's the best thing.
Don't ever give up your control.
Very first thing I did is call the government and say, let's copyright this thing. So,
good call.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm coming. Let's see.
See, when you're having fun, 50 minutes go by. They just fly by.
Indeed. Legata says, Star Trek's real Captain Kirk on Gene rolling in his grave comment. What do you think of that?
Oh, I think William Shatner has been wanting to say that for a while.
Yeah.
And you know what I think really set him off? I think what really set him off was the fact that they are rebooting TOS. They're basically rebooting TOS with that with Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, I saw that trailer where I saw that trailer with Kirk in it, and on the Farragut, which technically should be a Constitution class ship. I'm like, which technically was heavily damaged way before then. I'm like, come on, really? Yeah, they're badly rebooting.
I call this Kirk James T. Carey, because he looks like Jim Carrey a little bit. He reminds me of, like that old Jim Carrey skit on Saturday. Was it Saturday Night Live or was it in Living Color? I forget.
Yeah. Snorterpoopus says, "I always have a spot for Alara, and Gordon is fun when they let him be fun." Yeah. Agreed. But I like Tala. It's Tala, right?
Tala, yeah.
Yeah.
You were going to say Tiara, weren't you?
Yeah. But I like Tala. My first thought was when Lamar and Tala were getting together, and I'm going, you don't know what you're thinking of. Why are you trying to have snoo with someone that can break you in two with no effort at all? And that's
it would be best for her just to lay there and
Yeah.
not move.
I
think
but that also harkened back to Worf and Jadzia. I mean, they broke each other in two when they were doing their snoo.
I see a question from John Rendell there.
Okay. I'm trying to go down. Where's he at? Toward the bottom?
Yeah, it's toward the bottom. I'm sorry if you're going in order.
No, this one. The locksmiths in science fiction?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are there no locksmiths in science fiction? Asking as a former locksmith.
That's, I think that the locksmiths that we might see might be kind of like a what was her, like just a like a really, because they're you have to technologically pick locks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know, I see a really just a really savvy smart engineering type
hacking on the computer, and there, voila, the door is open.
Yeah, who comes to like, I could see, actually locksmith, that's not right. Yeah, they'd have to be pretty technically astute, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to go back up.
I bet a security expert on the ship would be the closest thing to a locksmith.
Yeah. Jill says she was saying the traitor on Mockless was Clyden because that would explain how far she made it through the torture. Yeah, that does make sense. However, Clyden would have to be a very darn good actor after him abandoning both of them to suddenly be a traitor. But the thing is that also makes sense because he was a female.
He could. I guess he could have had a change of heart when he went back to Mockless, or realized that. It'll be fun to fill in the blanks.
Yes, and hopefully, since they haven't given us the go on season 4, they'll tie this up into a neat little package. Let's see. In DC, they're making comics so that their story arcs, so they can release as graphic novels. It seems by making such few episodes, the streaming services are doing the same. Yeah, I can see that. Sandra says, I mostly like it. The political messages are more blatant. Some of it was reminiscent of Pretend Trek. She liked Gordon rebuking the Mocklins as if they were SJW snowflakes.
That's a good point, Sandra. There's some people complained about Gordon rebuking the Mocklins, but I think he just said what everybody was dying to say. Like, we're calling out your bullshit. Like, you guys aren't going to hold this over us forever about the weapons, and you guys need, because the Mocklins need the Planetary Union as much as the Planetary Union needs the Mocklins against the Kalon anyway.
Yeah. And you answered. He says that the ideologies were done on purpose to give stark contrast between the various races, so there seems to be no common ground.
It was very intentional. Let me just say on the abortion, and I don't mean to be controversial, but on the abortion topic in episode 4.
Yeah, with the krill.
Yeah, one thing that I really liked was, if you notice, not just two sides of argument were presented, but at the beginning of the episode, It started with Orphan Annie, and the whole idea of adoption is also
Mhm.
presented as an option,
Yeah,
which I think is another side to the argument.
yeah. Sandra agrees that the old fairy tales were horrific. Yes. Let's see.
Is that Sandra by her plane?
Yep, that's Sandra by her plane,
That's great.
or the plane she got her license on.
Sandra. I'm gonna start flying again soon. I hope. You
Yeah,
guys both fly, right?
yeah, we both fly. In fact, we flew this past weekend.
Oh, that's beautiful, huh?
Yeah. Um, Without union membership, there are no consequences against the males. And
Yeah.
the union, yes, I agree, but the problem is how are they going to start getting the females back to that colony? Let's see. The Mocklins will, that's what I was saying. They'll shut down the export, but that's if they can survive the Craylon attack.
Yeah, in the teaser trailer, that we see Mocklin ships and Kalon ships, so something is going down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Lennon says they're hermaphrodites. Females aren't females, males aren't male, they're both. And hello, Potato Reven. Glad you're here. And he subscribed. I got a message saying that he subscribed. Yes. He thinks that Clyden did it as a penance. He said as I thought he did. Yeah, that's an interesting take. And Phantom Outsider. The person getting females out was unlikely to be Clyden. His heart was 2 sizes too small up until he found out people like him who hurt his kid. Yeah.
I love the Grinch analogy.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that, Phantom.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
And I see our one of our resident amazing creators, Andy Masterson, in the chat.
Yes. Hello, Andy. How you doing, Andy?
Andy's got a couple of Orville related surprises coming up. He's up his sleeve.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Phantom Excited Outsider says, no way. Clyden tells Topa, I wish you were never hatched, and goes to Mocklin and saves females. Very unlikely. John Randall says, it me, or does Seth have absolutely no facial expressions at all? I can't read them at all.
It's interesting. I got to tell you that Seth's character this year has been different. He's evolved. He has been we see somebody like Seth be so expressive in so many ways. Mm-hmm. I understand that. Who made that comment?
That was John Rendell.
Yeah, John Rendell. I totally understand that comment, John, because this year, like, it seems like there's a lot of situations where Seth is being very reserved. I get what you're saying.
And please subscribe to Potato Reven. There you go. Sandra put the link out.
Yeah.
And
potato.
Jill says, that was me. I was saying the traitor on Mocklus was Clyden because that would explain how Topa made it so far through the torture without giving the name.
And we'll see what name she gave too, right?
Yeah. Well, if she's got the name, the guy who had the name is dead, either dead or brain dead.
Oh, by the way, everybody in the chat the other day said that guy's like brain dead. But I have a feeling we're gonna see him again, and I have a feeling he might know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my guess.
Okay. And again, hello to Anti-Derivative Jill. Glad you could be here. Sandra asks, will it stay on Hulu as well?
Yes, it will, Sandra. I don't know for I don't know if it's going to be indefinite or not. But yeah, for the time being, it's going to be on Hulu.
Linrod says, hopefully it stays there. As does Anti-Diluted Jill. And and she says, yeah, they're owned by Disney. Yep, and the mouse showed himself. Okay. Let's see. Tito Raven says, I think Hulu's going away because the world around the world have everything that is on Hulu is on Disney Plus. So financially, it doesn't seem logical to have two services. Where it's all in one? Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on Hulu that's not on Disney Plus. Like older stuff, right?
Yeah. Isn't Hulu like more of the R-rated content?
I have a feeling that Hulu will stick around as more like adult stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're saying, right, Raymond?
Yeah, the adult content. Okay. Old man says Seth is a slab of cardboard. Hey, it's better than a plank of wood. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see the Cyclops guy again.
Yeah. And season 3 has been behind a paywall subscription. I've been unable to watch it. I do hope they release the season 3 on DVD, as I have season 1 and 2. I didn't know they released them on DVD.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're
okay. Let's see. Ooh. Topa held out as long as she did because she didn't want to fail her hero Havina or endanger the colony or the babies they were trying to save. People is a good. Yeah. It's in. Oh, good motivation not to talk. Let's see. Okay. She believes her holdout's partially for Havina, but I think it was more than that. People are very confused in general, the difference between political and cultural. Yes, I agree with that. Too bad Topa wasn't a smart aleck, as when he asked who the traitor, I thought your mother would be a clever retort. Let's see. Okay, we did that one. Sandra says part of what she thinks is that she wasn't going to give in to evil people. She seems like a good kid at heart. Yeah. And Legatus has a question. Have you ever did a collaboration with Talking the Orville? He seems to be a super fan of the show.
Yeah. JP has been on my channel, and I was hosting an Orville panel for Virtual TrekCon, and we of course invited JP and Popcast guys, who are kind of like the bigger channels involved with the Orville. And JP is a great guy. Yeah, everybody should be following JP. I'm a member of his channel as well.
Is this a coincidence that it's JP and PJ?
No, yeah, it's kind of weird. No, it's funny, right? But I had decided, like, I had wanted to do the Orville channel, and then I ran into JP's channel when he was Egotastic Gaming, and you could see that JP was starting to go the Orville direction, and then a little bit later I finally started my channel. But JP started first, and I bet he was like, huh, there's another guy named PJ. Yeah, we're mirror universes of each other.
Uh-oh. Don't say mirror universe here.
Okay.
We may end up with Mirror Pudgy.
I like Pudgy.
Yeah. Oh, but Mirror Pudgy is scary.
Oh,
Watch-
Troy Pacelli
watch-
is here.
What? No.
Sorry.
Yeah, watch the Mirror Pudgy. I've got it on my playlist. It's I'm scared. Tito Reven says, I wonder if that's either I blame or believe Timus will be involved. That's interesting.
Autocorrect does a lot of weird stuff to our
Yes.
messages. Right?
Yes. Well, my thought on that, after I saw that episode with the emotions, I've got the feeling that could be a start of a Kalan civil war because of between if the old can be changed and get emotions, and the new cannot. I've got the feeling that could start a civil war.
The Civil War is for who? For
The
between the Kalan.
the Kalan.
Yeah, I got you.
Kalan.
Yeah.
Because now that they have the ability to have emotions.
Yeah, that's a good theory, Raymond.
Yeah. But it's not everybody. It's the old can, the new only get it for a little bit. The Genesi were just a joke to introduce Tala, and now they're real. Now they're real, and that's so weird. Females helping to save Mocklins. There we go, PJ. Dolphin Wars anime.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
I could definitely see it. I could see a couple of my characters having the. Yeah, I could see it. Of course, Sandra says as long as it doesn't go to Disney. Done the proper 80s smart style. Axel Braun? Who the heck is Axel Braun? I don't know, Andy. Can you tell me who Axel Braun is?
That sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I know who that is. Wait, that's Italian filmmaker.
Yeah, Lobo of DC Comics has his friends, the Space Dolphins, also in Hitchhiker's Guide. Dolphins can apparently travel unaided into space. You know, I have heard that. I have, to my eternal shame, I have never read Hitchhiker's Guide. So you could tell that I did not plagiarize from Hitchhiker's Guide, because how can I do it if I never read it? Doing Fed for Hire style would be an awesome looking Dolphin Wars anime. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Keep the toy rights too. Glenrod says space whales on Micros. Jill says, I love that Shatner said that. Finally.
Raymond, do you know who George Peter Gatz is, right?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, he's a comic creator, but he also makes his own toys.
Oh, okay.
He has his comic books,
and
he also 3D prints his own toys from his characters.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, keep all your rights for your toy.
Oh, definitely. Lenrod says the video from Shatner on Shatner is viewable. Okay. Yeah, he does look like Jim Carrey, but the next Captain Not Kirk will be a different actor. Yeah. All right. The Tala-John relationship. The Tala-John relationship also has another component. We have seen John with multiple ladies, so he must really, really like Tala.
That's a good point.
I really believe that. I mean, why else would he endure being broken into pieces every time they go to bed?
Yeah. You know, the one thing I would have liked, you did see Dr. Finn at one point say, we're not done here. He says to her, you know, she yells at him. But it would be nice to see John like actually disciplined because he's being hurt so much. Like an officer would eventually be disciplined for coming into the infirmary that many times.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll hear about it.
Yeah. Lieutenant Turco is a locksmith. Just making that up. It would be cool if they did that. Sanders says that'd be worse things to go. Worse ways to go.
Who said Lieutenant Turco as the locksmith? John?
No, Jill.
Oh, Jill. Okay.
Yeah. Who's Lieutenant Turco?
She's the one in engineering who last season was kind of like she was hooking up with John Lamar.
Okay.
And they were like, "Are we dating? I don't know if we're dating. Are we dating?" And they weren't even sure if they were dating.
Yeah. Space 1999 least had the communicator work as a key to open doors. Oh, I remember that. I used to have one of those little Space 1999.
Space 1999.
Yes. As I'm getting ready to date myself.
We might hear in the near future. We might hear at some point Space 1999 being revamped. Who knows?
I've heard a UFO. Today, I heard a UFO revamp as well. I haven't heard I haven't heard Space 1999, but I would much rather see UFO being revamped.
Wow.
As long as it's done well, done the way they did it then.
Interesting. Yeah, it's got to be done well. Are you watching For All Mankind at all?
No, what channel is that on?
So For All Mankind is on Apple TV.
Okay, yeah, we don't have Apple. I've heard so many good things about it, but we just don't have.
The first two seasons were good. The first season was great.
Mm-hmm.
I have to catch up on the third season. I've only watched a little bit.
Well, thank you, Jill, for agreeing with whatever comment I just read.
Legatus, it should be Space 2099, right?
Okay.
At the bottom of the book. Yeah, we should change
short
the date.
skirts. With the short skirts the women wore on Star Trek. There's no place to put a keychain. Their treasure chests don't count. We got us. This is a serious interview. Jill says what Gordon said was overdue. Although it was an immature temper tantrum outburst in an inappropriate setting, which is why only Gordon could have done it. Yes, that's true.
Bear in mind that Gordon has already gotten away with so much crap.
Yeah.
Because and you know why? It's kind of like the way Alan Alda used to get away with crap on MASH, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because him and Trapper used to get away with stuff on MASH because they're the best, right? Like Gordon is literally one of the best pilots in the fleet.
Oh yeah.
And he's gotten away with a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. And if Gordon really wanted to rebuke the Mocklins, he would have said, "I thought you Mocklins were an all-male species, but you seem to whine as much as old women. Sorry, ladies."
That's true. Actually, kind of true, right?
A good one. Sanders says we got our commercial licenses, not pilot or private. Okay, let's see.
Oh, you guys have the commercial license?
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you this, but I was studying to do that at one point.
Oh, you should continue.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll finish the commercial, but I'll gotta go get.
Just remember the big thing that makes. Just remember the big thing that makes airplanes fly is money.
Yeah.
That abort episode annoyed me. That so-called daughter of Ed character made no sense. Since when were Hillmans and Krill genetically compatible? And how did she age that much?
We don't really know anything about whether they're compatible or not, right?
Yeah.
Actually, they may not even know.
Yeah. She just appeared out of nowhere. Or as Lenrod says, total plot hole. The Krill key is the whole will of Avis. If the child is a gift from Avis, killing it would be subverting the will of Avis. That would be a no-no. True. Andy Masterson is heading out. Great, says great stream. Thank you, Andy.
Later, Andy.
We appreciate it. Sub to Andy.
Please, yeah.
Yes, definitely. Jill says Mocklins and Krill have extremely quick growth cycles, very convenient for the writing. Leave it to Jill to break it down to the salient points. Let's see. On the flip side, Avis will allow soulless monsters procreate with the chosen Krill. The fact Hillmans and Krill can have kids together shows that is the will of Avis.
Exactly. That is a good point, Phantom.
Yeah, it's very good.
I think you have brought that up before, Phantom, in our chats. If it happened, is it Avis's will, right?
That's true. Jill wants a little Yaphet. Oh, those Yaphets are cool. It's almost, Sandra says, it's almost like he thought he was going to lose command the first season. When things started getting serious, so did he. He is growing into command. Yeah. Our chat is just this chat is really insightful.
Yeah, great chat.
Yeah.
Great participation.
Yeah. I have a feeling Mocklin Cyclops will be a recurring villain for Bortus. Yeah.
What does Sandra think? Does she think that we'll see the Cyclops again?
Sandra, put your thought out there on whether we'll see the Mocklin Cyclops. Lenrod says, did he? I swear he got jabbed in the right eye.
Yeah. By the way, you would think that with that level of technology, they would completely be able to restore eyesight to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But he was very damaged in that one good eye, right? Yeah. And Sandra says, I think so, right? I think she said, I think so.
Yeah. Let's see.
Old man says, by the will of Seth, it will happen.
Legata says, when the Talon, he probably meant the Kalons, when the Kalons first came out, the comparison with the Cylons was being made. Yes, I did that myself. A machine AI who rebelled and killed off its makers. Do you see it as a valid comparison? Your take on this? Go ahead, PJ.
Can you put it? Can you put it up again? I was reading the last part of it.
Yeah, there you go.
All who rebel. It's a machine. It is a valid comparison.
It is a valid. That's what I thought when I.
And not only that, we might see Kalon skin jobs, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at Isaac, what he's doing. Look at Isaac, what he does to hook up with Dr. Finn, right?
Finn, yes.
He puts on the human hologram.
Kalon skin jobs, a scary thought. Yeah, I mean, that was my first thought when I saw the skulls. No, where I really saw it was at the episode when they showed K1, being abused by the kids. By the parents and the kids, Yeah, I saw that. I said, oh, they're redoing the Cylons. Most Mocklins don't have mothers. Maybe your father. Lenrod says, JPPJ, practically market yourself. No. Shh. Yes, I will keep quiet, John. Right.
What happens when you say that word? Was something happen?
We see when we say the word, fortunately, they've got a protective screen on it. If we're be careful, if we're not careful, we will see Mirror Pudgy come on. And yeah, he's frightening. Jill is absolutely right. He threatens dozens of seasons of Klutzman Trek. Or Doomcock negotiated Kathleen Kennedy's extension. Yeah, it's scary. Let me put on the video.
Yeah, I see what you say, Troy. I'm seeing your comments, Troy. I agree with you.
Let's see. It was a double slam. Topo suggesting the parent and that hatched the interrogator. Okay. That had hatched the interrogator was female. Ultimate insult. Also a girl power moment for Topo. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Troy Pacelli. Glad you can make it here. Another newcomer. We're getting a lot of new people here.
Troy's got has a great channel as well. That's another husband-wife team who are great. Him and Netter.
Oh, okay. Well, hello. Please subscribe. Come on. If you want to bring your channel to light, let me know and we'll get you on. Let's see. Yeah, and when I just talked about this, remember only the original Kalons can have emotions. Yeah.
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah. The new ones only get it for a certain amount of time, and then they get it. The only way they can get it again is get their memories wiped.
Yeah, the memory wipe. Exactly. Yeah.
I know of Axl Rose. I'm pretty sure he won't make anything useful. Phantom Outsider. You can always get Warner Brothers to do it, and then Bugs Bunny could cross over. Whoa, what's up, Doc?
By the way, can I just remind everybody, Raymond, that today there's it already started. There is a Stargate Twitter storm to hashtag We Want Stargate going on. So if you guys want to put out a Stargate post and include hashtag We Want Stargate and make sure you include Amazon Studios and MGM in there.
Okay, I did that. There is the. I don't know if it's there.
Do you remember Raymond when Joe Flanagan, Joe, right?
Yeah,
Joe Flanagan, right? John Flanagan.
Yeah, John Flanagan.
He was really close to buying the IP or something like that, and he was good, and he got anyway. That's the closest we've been, but I really think now that I'm really hoping we're going to get something.
Yeah, as long I won't mind as long as it's done well.
Yeah, as long as you know what, and as long as for me anyway, as long as Brad Wright's in charge, because
yeah. Let's see. Snort, the secret is out. Axel Braun. Lenrod, you just want to see more cetacean snoo. There are some moments in the book. It's still, Lenrod, it's still PG-13. Maybe low R. Let's see. Yeah, we got. Okay, here's the Space 2099. Yeah. Cute girls with purple wigs and big responsibilities. Phantom Outsider says, I think it's more likely that Dr. Finn was looking out for his well being. Doubt there'd be a report unless it was serious enough where he'd need to stay in sickbay for an extended period or miss the duty shift. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
And Legatus has already been. We've all, yeah, he's been relegated to the table. Snort. Why does PJ like the Munsters more than the Addams family? Haha, kidding. What do you think we'll see tonight?
That's a silly question because Maria does a really good Lily Munster.
Oh, okay. What do you think we'll see tonight? Crawly guys or a battle with ships?
I'm thinking the teaser we've seen already. It looks like Kalon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the teaser is the answer. Yeah, that's great, Sandra. Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
People who don't sit in the cockpit don't know how awesome it is, right?
Oh
right?
Yeah. Best job, best spot in the world.
Isn't one of the best, Raymond? Isn't one of the best parts of one of the best things in flight instruction when you're looking out the left side of the cockpit and your teacher randomly does something to switch off the engine.
Yeah.
And you got to figure out in like 15 seconds what he did.
Well, usually I keep when my instructor was doing it, I kept an eye because I knew at one point he's going to pull it. And every time he did it, I just.
You always saw it coming?
Oh, I always saw it coming.
Yeah, me too.
And it still didn't make me. It still didn't make me groan any less. And I go, okay, Gumps. Well, no, best glide, gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop.
Yeah, like some people, like a lot of people who don't fly, for example, think they don't realize how safe a one engine can be. Like a two engine is more problematic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a single engine plane, you can just glide it to the ground as long as
you can find a decent spot, hopefully an airport. Let's see. Jill's put the Andes.
Oh, Raymond, have you guys ever done have you guys? I'm not sure. I'm not saying you should do a stream from the plane, but have you guys ever recorded and then uploaded something from the plane, from the cockpit?
No, we have not yet, but I've gotten requests of doing a recording stream. I also down in my basement built an airport diorama, and people want to see that. I mean, it's not at the quality that they have in Germany, but of that airport in Germany.
That's cool.
You use what you can get, and so I've
Sandra teaches. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got her CFI, her double I, and her MEI. So
I didn't. Okay, so I love doing that to my students. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, she's got a lot of hours.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Phantom Outsider. Growth spurts of every child born on every sitcom ever. Yes. Actually, my ex-mother-in-law said, if you really want to keep track of a soap opera, take a look at the children. Because the children grow up like weeds. If man were meant to fly, he'd have been born with insurance. The Anti-Derivative Joe, whenever ladies say I want a little Yaphet somewhere, Norm McDonald is smiling.
Yeah, wow, we're gonna miss Norm.
Yeah. I
Really
will
gonna miss Norm.
accept it will happen. Okay. You'll be either the hero for revealing the name or pariah for not remembering anything. Oh, that's for Cyclops.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. And this is a good thing. This is an interesting point from Troy Pacelli. Klingons have a bit of a taboo against mending scars, replacing limbs, etc. Maybe Moklins have a similar cultural outlook. That's true. That's a possibility.
Yeah, Dalek. I see your. I know Dalek has not been liking the this season. Yeah, I see your comments.
Dalek? Okay. I'm so far behind coming down, so if he's here, hello, Dalek. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, like General Chang. He had a high patch bolted to the skull.
I think for me the number one thing about season 3 is that Seth and crew have shown the potential that that is available here, and we're gonna see a lot of growth with the Orville. We're gonna see hopefully multiple seasons, and who knows, maybe even a spinoff.
Spinoff would be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see new characters. Yeah, Troy.
I want a continuation past Stargate Atlantis in the Stargate SG-1 setting. A handoff would be great. If RDA is feeling healthier these days, I'd love to if he could be a general again. Yeah. I hated Universe. If they do it involving Atlantis or the original SG-1.
Well, they've suggested to us that if this happens, it's going to include probably characters from all 3 series, and put them together in a new scenario. So, hey, JPRPH1.
Yes, hello, JPRPH1.
I'm getting used to saying it. I can't say it the way.
I can't either.
Doomcock says it right.
Yeah, and Dalek 451 is out there. Snorter Poopers has been flying for years. Someday he hopes to use a plane. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
Lenrod, if you've never seen Stargate past SG-1, I don't know. I'd give Atlantis a shot, man. You might enjoy that.
Yeah, Atlantis is good. And oh my God, Jewel State. Toxic male here. I mean, Dalek we've heard Dalek, he's had a lot of issues with this season.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but yeah, I hear you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, so.
Yep.
I think that I don't know. I think this is a big pivotal year. I think I'm very curious to see what season 4 will be like.
How many episodes are left in the season?
2 episodes.
2. Oh, so this one coming up is a cliffhanger. Captain Dalek says, "Could not disagree." Yes. Hi, Captain Fandom Nerd. Hello there. Glad you are here. Oh, yeah. You've been
Yeah, he was here
So,
from the beginning.
yeah. Hi.
When are you stream? When's your next stream, Captain Fandom?
Yeah. Let us know. I think I've got him on my.
Captain Fandom Nerd is formerly Captain Trek, by the way.
Yes, he is. If someone could put out his site, I had to turn off stream elements because of the slowness in my the way my stream was happening at the beginning. Jill is probably between the two sides, but she does great interviews.
I put in Captain's channel there. You said that Jill is between both sides. You said, right?
Yeah. Let's see. For all we know, they had Norm say a bunch of different lines for future use. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The Orville's already renewed, Cap, so get ready. They just haven't announced it yet.
Yeah. Atlantis will be involved because it's in San Francisco now. Yeah. Oh, Jill's spoiling things. Jill! Let's see. Oh, dear. Hashtag, we want Stargate to Prime Video, MGM Studios, Amazon Studios, and the other two. Thank you, Sandra. Troy Priscilla, you have a good night. You take care.
Night, Troy.
Thank you for coming.
I'll see you later, actually.
Oh, got a stream coming up, huh?
We are doing a pre-episode party stream on Orville Nation later.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I think Troy will be there.
All right.
And Captain Fandom Nerd will be there too.
All right. When the Orville is renewed is when I will stream again.
Get ready, Cap. And Phantom, Phantom's comment here is, this is the reason I tell people to wait. You know, you're gonna want to wait till the end of the season to see if for some things that might not click for you, see if they might click at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And please subscribe to Orville Nation. Like and subscribe him. And hold on a second here. So is that coming up tomorrow, or do you do your
in 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
Oh, okay.
We're streaming because Wednesday night at midnight it's Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Tonight's Wednesday.
Yeah, today's Wednesday. Oh, JPRPH1. I saw your comment. What you saw online about Stargate was the 25th anniversary of SG1, and there's a tweet storm to bring back Stargate. That's what you're seeing online.
Okay.
Mirror Pudgy. I see Mirror Pudgy.
Yes, and it's just for you. Just for you. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Okay, where are you? Where are you? All right. Okay, so you can, if I can get StreamYards to work.
And by the way, guys, one of the things that's important to me about my channel is that we are totally independent. We are not part of Orville production.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can speak for Maria as well. We are not part of Orville production. So there's when I see something that I don't like or disagree with, I usually say it. Um, and I had a little bit of because I think it's important to be objective, and I also think that Orville production likes to hear feedback as well, as long as it's constructive feedback, right?
Hmm.
And they don't want Orville bashing, but they want they're listening to, they've always been listening to the fans. And so like I had a little doubts about 2 episodes ago, um, about how it was resolved at the end. I don't know, I had a little questioning about whether that made complete sense or not, with the Genesi, and we lost Raymond. So yes, we're taking over Raymond's show, everybody. Orville Nation, we're planting the flag here. We got rid of Raymond, and we are taking over this channel. I'm just kidding. So I don't want people to get the idea that I'm not objective. I try to be objective. It's just that I really like the show. So, and I would think that I think I can speak for Maria, saying that she also likes the show. So um, the takeover begins. Yes, Lenrod. Mirror Pudgy got Raymond. Oh.
Yes, Mayor Pudgy got Raymond. Oh man. Yes, it was a coup de stream.
Yeah, people were thinking this is an act of piracy by Orville Nation, but it was just
it was Mirror Pudgy. It was Mirror Pudgy. I wanted to show you this. Hopefully.
I gotta say, John, I gotta say, Raymond, I gotta say, I was reading John's thing. I gotta say, Raymond, you have made me feel very comfortable. And,
I'm glad you did.
I had a very pleasant experience with you. So,
I am glad. I am so glad. The honor is mine. The honor is mine.
You made me feel at home. Thank you.
Orville Nation just takes over streams and absorbs their.
We will assimilate.
Yeah, we will. We will assimilate, or worse. Let's see. Let's try this again. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Yes, it is time for Mirror Pudgy. In Mirror Pudgy Universe, Dude Cock works for Disney and liked Rise of Skywalker. Hectic Iron Man works for Viacom CBS and has been able to extend Star Trek Discovery to season 12.
Highly illogical.
And Alex Kurtzman is always on Midnight's Edge as a special guest star. Kathleen Kennedy, she's been renewed for a 25-year contract at Disney. And she's been put in charge of Marvel. And we're up to Brie Larson and Captain Marvel 6.
Hail to Fed for Hire.
That's great, Fed for Hire. Wow, that's great.
Yes, that's why we're always worried when Little Mirror Pudgy shows up.
Can I read Phantom Outsider's response here? Genesi made sense, as Genesi said they love their men, but they are genetically predisposed to do bad things. Yeah, they're what did they say? They said they're genetically predisposed to dominate or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true of their species. Kelly showed them union respects both male and female. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Phantom. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thanks, PJ. This has been amazing. I am so honored to have you here, and I am so glad you came on, and we got to come back. We got to have you back again.
Absolutely, I'm happy to be back. The only thing is my schedule and stuff, and my moving around. But I would, I would be happy to be back, of course, Raymond.
And of course, whenever, if you ever, because I see you sneaking up on Just Cause. You ought to, on the Saturday chat. You ought to just come on, just pop on.
Sometimes the thing is though, like sometimes I'm in my car driving.
Gotcha.
And like I'll be at like when I maybe have to stop for a bit, I'll just chat a little bit, but I'm listening and like I listen a lot. I listen to all these channels. I listen to Jill. I listen to Jill's channel all the time. I listen to your channel all the time. I listen to Captain Fandom Nerd all the time.
Yeah.
I listen to all these channels, and by the way, guys, to all the channels all those channels who consider yourself, and I even consider myself still a starting up channel, but if all you guys who consider yourselves newer channels, just bear in mind that there's so many people watching you. You could not fathom who is watching you. It could be George Lucas sitting in his office watching you. It could be Rod Roddenberry watching you. Yeah. It could be Kurtzman watching you. It could be anybody watching you. It could be Alan Dean Foster sitting in his office watching you. There's a lot of people who watch, and they tell us who they watch, and like I think that all your channels are being visited by so whatever. Let me just give this piece of advice, like whatever you want your channel to be, like imagine you had 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers. Like that's how you should behave and carry your channel, because if that's what you want to be, let people know, because later on, once you guys are monetized, for example, once you're monetized, Raymond, like any one of those people watching could be a patron for you, or could be a subscriber, or they could be they could be what is it called? A sponsor for your channel.
Yeah. That would be Sandra says, not Kurtzman. Oh. Jill wanted to apologize for what happened on the channel.
Oh, that's don't worry about Jill. Actually, Jill, I've been meaning to talk to you for a while about other stuff. So I wanted to that reminds me, I gotta talk to you. So thank you.
And we're back to the food. She's gonna cook something with ground beef.
There you go. That's
and
on the barbecue, Jill? Or not on the barbecue?
John Randall says, don't forget to join us on Baron Norman Tag's channel. It's Open Mice Night.
Is that a real channel?
Yeah. I think I've got it. Someone put Baron Norman Tag's channel out there, since I still don't have the bot working. Mir Pudgy probably took it. Oops. All right, so she doesn't, not barbecue, but she doesn't know. Gonna look up some recipes.
Cool, yummy.
Yeah.
You know, Maria's been putting food, and she's going to be putting more food and cooking on her streams, and people are enjoying it. So that's a good idea for a stream. And I subbed to Baron Orman.
Awesome. Maria, since we're always talking food here on Just Cuz, please come on over and share some of your recipes. We would be glad to drool over them. So, PJ, again, it's a pleasure, an honor. I am so glad you're here. And again, we'll talk more on a later time.
The pleasure is mine, my friend, and you are always welcome on Orville Nation, of course. And thank you. I had a great time. Thank you, yes. Raymond and Sandra and everybody.
Okay, so now, as I always do, I go over what's coming up the next few weeks. tomorrow, Big Week continues with Fat Steven Seagal. He comes on tomorrow and talks about his channel. On the 29th, which is this coming Saturday, oh, it's ladies' night and the feeling's right. And that's all you're getting out of me. Oh, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night there. And on August 3rd, we have Pudgy and Cobalt come and visit. Talk about their books. Talk about the stories that are coming up and what's been happening. I used to sing. My voice just gone old. Got my voice. Don't give up your day job. Well, if I only knew the tune or the lyrics. And Lenrod says he's going to get, oh, great. I'm not going to get anything done tomorrow either. Yeah. And so we got it's a big week will continue. And now let's welcome the people who have come on and made this chat the way as great as it was. Of course, PJ, thank you for
great chat. Great chat today, guys.
Thank you. We have the Wrench Team Supreme, Legatus Legion I, John Rendell, and okay, somebody cue Jordan. Da, 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 da. Snort a poop ass! Cuber. This doesn't work well. Sorry, buddy. Snort a poopus. We had Anti-Derivative Jill come on as wrenches. We had, and Lenrod. Lenrod was here as a wrench too. I can't forget Lenrod for being a wrench. He's still, even though he's new, he's still a wrench. Thank you for being a wrench. Utilizing the power of the blue, Lenrod. Our producer and the main wrench, the wench wrench, Sandra. Thank you, honey. It's always glad when you're here. You keep me out of trouble. And also,
thank you, Sandra.
And you help make the chat fun. And now the chatters. We had Bet for Hire come on. He left a like but had to leave. We had the lovely Maria Guittiwintelli. We had Phantom Outsider. Captain Fandom Nerd, thank you. We had Andy Masterson come and visit. We had Old Man come in. We had Galinda. I hope I said that right. We had Baron Norman Tag. We had Potato Reven, Troy Pacelli, and Dalek 451. Thank you for coming, my friend. JRPH1 and Psychosis 29. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for having a great time. And please, if you are new, please like and subscribe. Get us over that hump for 200 to show people that you are liking what we're doing here. And if you, and this is important, if you know artists, musicians, channel creators, authors, please tell them to look me up, and I will make sure I bring them on. And hello, Geek Flag with Nate knows once night.
Yeah, 19... that's Nate. That's Nate. Yeah, hi Nate.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to say that name. Times flat, so I'm just going to call him Geek Flag. So. Thank you for coming on. Hope you've enjoyed the show, or we'll catch it on the replay. And everybody, you all being safe. You all stay well, and we will. Dalek, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, wait, that was me. Did you remember the paprika? Don't worry about it, Dalek. Everybody's fine. We're all good here. But we will see you all tomorrow, where we do this all again. We're That's Steven Seagal. So everybody have a great night. Let's keep making waves and take care.
Bye.
Now let's hope the outro works better than the intro.
This segment is brought to you by TheDolphinBoys.com.